I don't plan on stopping watching anime, and first anime crush would definitely have to be Katsuki Bakugo. Hi everybody, this is Jessie Anime. We're setting up kind of a better spot because as much as I wanted, the art and the figures and everything to be in the background, the lighting is really bad over there because it's that the only place it could fit that shelf with the manga and the figures and stuff is in a dark corner, and I don't have an overhead light in this living room. So I'm trying to find a place where I can use the lights from the kitchen and the dining room, but still be able to show some anime stuff in the background. Okay, so this is Jessie Anime. Make sure you subscribe so you can get all the anime content you need every single weekend. So I was planning on doing the May Akibento unboxing, but because of what's going on in the world, shipping is taking a little longer than I thought. So today I'm going to do the anime monthly favorites, and next week I'll do the Akibento because it's supposed to get here by Tuesday. So in a couple of days, yay! So today I'm going to be talking about the anime that I watched, the manga I read, etc. Okay, so first, anime. The anime I watched for May was actually a lot. I finally am done with my supernatural binging, so I was finally having time to watch a bunch of anime again. So one of my absolute favorites, which funny enough is something that I finished this morning, is Wotakoi Love is Hard for Otaku. And if you don't know what otaku means, which you probably do if you're watching this video, it means nerd. And so basically it is about a girl named Musume who is dumped because she's an otaku. Hid her otaku self from her boyfriend and her coworkers for a long time, but her boyfriend found out and he made fun of her and he told everybody at her job and he dumped her, and it was this whole drama. So she gets a new job and she quickly discovers that her senpai, the person working above her who's training her, she calls her Hana-kun, that she is an otaku as well, and she's actually a pretty famous cosplayer. And then she runs into one of her old friends, Hirotaka, and he's also an otaku, but a gaming otaku. And Hanako, or as I said before, Hana-kun, like Momose likes to call her, has a boyfriend named Kabakura who's also an otaku, and he likes anime and manga just like the girls. And Momose and Hirotaka decide that because it's so hard for otakus to find relationships with other otakus or just find relationships in general, they decided why not date each other. They've known each other their whole lives, they're both otakus, they don't have to hide who they are with each other, so they decide to date. And it's a very unconventional rom-com, but it's so cute. And honestly, the reason why I loved it so much is that they all four hang out together and they're nerdy otaku selves. And throughout the show, Momose realizes that it's really okay to be a nerd and the other nerds are out there, and you just need to find a right group of friends, that it's okay, and that the people who were mean to her and made fun of her for being a nerd, they were wrong. And I just love it because I used to hide my nerdiness a lot more than I do now, but now I'm unapologetically obsessed with anime and supernatural and video games and all these things, and I don't care. I don't have anime shame, I don't have nerd shame, none of that. And so I really felt the journey of the show of discovering that yes, there are people that love things just as much as you do, and it's okay. And the relationship that Hirotaka and Momose have reminds me a lot of my relationship with my fiance, except we didn't just date because of convenience. But the relationship is really cute and unconventional, and I just love it. I love the whole thing. I love them all hanging out together, and the opening is so freaking cute. I just love it so much. So I definitely suggest that. that is probably my favorite anime that I watched this month. I also watched Toradora, which I absolutely loved. It's one of my favorites now. Funny enough, when I started to watch it a few months ago when I was kind of getting into anime, I really didn't like it because I thought that Taiga was really mean and aggressive for no reason. But now I kind of, I've watched a lot more anime and I understand how anime works and how a lot of things are exaggerated, and so I gave it another try and I absolutely love it. I think it's a really great romance. I love it to death. So yeah, another one that I loved too was Shirobako, which is about these 5 girls who, in their anime club in high school, make a promise that they will all work in the anime industry together someday. It's about, the main character is this girl named Miyamori who works they skip time to when she's an adult and has gone through junior college, and she works as a production assistant at an animation company. And so she's the main character, but all the other girls show up too, and she works with a lot of them, and it's basically, like, it shows you how the animation industry really works, which was fascinating to me, and I loved it because as much as I love anime, I don't know how it works. So it was really fascinating to see how much work really goes into even just like a 12 episode one and done show. And it was really good, and it made me bawl by the end, so I definitely suggest that. Now, with movies, I saw an anime movie this month, finally. I saw The Disappearance of Suzumiya Haruhi. Now, I watched The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi months ago, but I kind of put off the movie for a while because it's almost 3 hours long, and that's really long for my short attention span, but, I'm stuck at home, so why not? So I finally watched it, and I'm so glad that I did, because I think that it's even better than the actual show. Like, it adds so much to the story and the characters, and it's sad and it's like thrilling, and I loved it so much. It comes out to being about 7 episodes worth of content with the 3 hours, and it's just I just loved it so much. So if you loved The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi, I definitely suggest it. You can rent it on Amazon for like $2. It's probably on the Funimation website, but I don't have a Funimation account anymore since I was done with Haruhi, the show. But I rented it for like $2 on Amazon. It was super worth it. It makes the show even better. Now, confession. This month, I haven't really read any manga because when it comes to manga, I prefer to go to a bookstore and buy the physical volume and read it that way rather than buying ebooks of manga, just because I feel like the experience and everything is just better. That's just how I prefer it. And because of what's going on in the world right now, I haven't really had the chance, and I just haven't had the chance. I was getting all of the Oran High School Host Club manga from the library, but I don't really feel comfortable with checking out physical library books right now that a bunch of people have touched, just because, dorms during this time. And I've been trying not to spend money in buying physical ones from Amazon. So until I can get some physical ones from the library again, it might be a little bit before I read any more manga, but I promise that I will. I pre-ordered the second volume of My Androgynous Boyfriend, which I mentioned in a previous monthly favorites because I loved it so much, and the second volume comes out in September. So I pre-ordered that, and I'm going to definitely talk about that for my September monthly favorites when it gets to that. Now, that's all I have for today. I'm really excited to do the Aki Bento unboxing for next weekend's video. And don't forget to subscribe for all the anime content you could ever need every weekend. Bye!